Hi, Service Alternatives, and happy Friday. Today we're continuing the series on our Service Alternatives values, and the focus for today is on our value of respect. This is what respect means at Service Alternatives, and I'll be reading you that definition. Respect is the manner in which we walk through our lives. It is rooted in the fundamental belief that each human being is truly valued and deserves to be treated with dignity and kindness. From our work with our clients to our relationships with one another as colleagues, to the cultural shifts we help to nurture through our professional training programs, we always remember that we are in service of people. We honor the contributions and experiences of each individual, seeking always to understand their unique potential. Then we provide the care, support, and tools they need to advance their potential. And I have two different stories today that represent our value of respect. The first was submitted by Claire, and Claire wants to give a big shout out to parents. There are parents that have been working through this pandemic in a variety of different situations. Claire herself had a baby, I think it was the end of March, and she came back to work and has been working remotely, partially needing to work with her little baby with her, and was just realizing and wanting to appreciate the immense struggles that working parents have been going through. The most majority of our employees here at Service Alternatives who are parents are in roles where it is not possible to work with their little ones at home, and yet these individuals have done amazing things to continue to work while their kids have had less support from school and daycare and activities and the kinds of things that all of us as parents typically rely on. And then there are other parents whose roles have been needed to be remote, either partially or fully, and they have been, many of them, working with their children in their homes while they're working. And it's just a great opportunity to recognize this. Claire feels appreciated by Service Alternatives for the flexibility and also wants to call out the level of respect she has for all parents who have been working through this time. The second story comes from Heather, and she shares that she, when her kids were young, did a lot to help expose her kids to a variety of cultures and traditions, and one of those celebrations that she recognized was Day of the Dead. And she took the opportunity to educate herself and her kids about what the holiday means in terms of its true intent. And recently, with us moving into Oak Harbor and having an office that more people are sharing, she thought it was a great opportunity to really recognize the memories of clients who have passed. And so she set up a beautiful display at the office, and it honors the memories of each of these individuals. Day of the Dead comes from the Aztec culture. It was a time of really celebrating the harvest, and then it moved to Mexico. And during that time, Mexico began really honoring the memories of those that have passed. And there are a lot of ways to celebrate different traditions of different cultures, and yet it shows a level of respect to truly understand what is meant by that celebration, to truly understand the intent of it. And I thought it was a great example of respect with Heather sharing this story. Respect just shows up in so many different ways, and I encourage each of us to recognize that the way we carry ourselves in the way we talk with each other, the way we engage with one another, really lays the foundation for Service Alternatives and what we stand for. We strive so hard to have programs and engagements with one another, regardless of role, engagements with our communities and clients that come from this foundation of respect. And I encourage each of you to continue to walk in that sentiment. Have a great day, Service Alternatives, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.